Well, hello there. And my blurry times with Scar. I bet I am. I am every time. Every time I don't move at all, but every time it's blurry times with Scar. There we go. But I caught it that time, so that was good. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. 2 streams in a row. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who would have thought? But we continue our work on infrastructure. Welcome, everybody. How you guys all doing? Let's say, Blake, thank you for the 17-month, much appreciated. And it's Lewis W. Thank you so much for the 9-month resubscription, much appreciated. And Samara Z, thank you for the 8-month resubscription, much appreciated. Happy 8 months. Thank you for making me so happy in these 8 months. Dude, I'm so glad you enjoyed the content. That makes me very happy. Very, very much. Well, welcome, everybody. It is infrastructure time. It is very much infrastructure time. So we got to figure out what we're doing today. I got 9 million projects. We're just going to have to pull one out of the hat. We're going to have to pull one out of the hat. Hello, Rascal. Oh, Rascal. That post about Palpatine. I still can't get over it. Let's see. Sup up. Thank you for the 18-month resubscription. Much appreciated. And let's see. Jolene Angel, thank you for the 10 gifted subscriptions. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Samir 196. Thank you for the 21-month resubscription. 2 years. Let's go. Thank you so much for the support for 2 solid years. That's very much appreciated. And a wild and a crazy Cliff Climber. Thank you for the 91-month resubscription. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. And Crafty Drew, thank you for the 20-month resubscription. Much appreciated. So how you guys doing? How you doing in the chat? What's going on with you? What's going on over there? What's going on over there? My cat's meow says hi. You're cold. Am I cold? I bet I could be cold. Let's see how cold it is. No, it's 44 out. I shouldn't be cold. I shouldn't be cold. Let's see, you got your haircut? Dude, I need a haircut too. It's cold in where? Sacramento? It's cold in Sacramento. I guess it could get cold in Sacramento. Have you ever been to the train museum? I have great memories of the train museum. I love the train museum. Why is this not working? Why are you not working, Mr. Music?
Cheer 500. I love that you are streaming a little bit earlier in the evening so I can watch you live. Greetings from the Netherlands.
Oh, well, hello there, Netherlands, and thank you so much for the bits. Much appreciated. I'm a dodging, I'm a weaving. Yeah, this is early for me. This is early. You know what? I gotta get my. We gotta have an intervention here, everybody. Get close here. We gotta have an intervention. I've gotta go to bed sooner than 3 a.m. and I gotta wake up earlier. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen for everybody's benefit. Maybe streams will start earlier, or maybe I'll feel a little bit better. You know, needs to happen. Needs to happen. Fantasy Traveler, thank you for the 1-month resubscription, and Gladden Mountain, once again, thank you for the bits. But yeah, I gotta go to bed earlier. So what else is going on in your world, guys? What's going on?
Cheer 500. Hi, Scar. My partner introduced me to your content and it's something we bond over.
Oh.
We got engaged in July and are...
Congratulations, got engaged in July and are already talking about how to add some Scar energy into our wedding. Whoa, what does that mean? I'm excited. Let's see, Scar energy. Do you have any suggestions? Love the content. Thank you for bringing 2 nerds together. Oh, that's awesome. I don't know, maybe if you have some music, maybe you could throw super fast build mode in there, you know, when you're on the floor, you're all moving around, maybe get a little super fast build mode in there. You know, throw that in one of the songs. That could be kind of fun. And that could be kind of fun. It's hype.
Cheer 500. Happy Sunday, Scar. Thanks for always making my day brighter. Greetings from Philadelphia.
Well, hello there, Philadelphia. Is Philadelphia, do you guys have a lot of cheesecake? Always heard that Philadelphia's got the good cheesecake. You got a lot of cheesecake? It's good cheesecake? Bum, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. I can't even talk. Let's see, cheesecake or cheesesteak? I know there's cheesesteak, but I'm more interested in the cheesecake.
White Viper 98, cheer 500.
White Viper, thank you for the bits, much appreciated, very generous. Now I'm interested in the cheesecake. Am I mistaken that Philadelphia is not known for the cheesecake? Cheesecake with raisins. Oh my. What are you talking about? What on earth are we talking about? Cheesecake with raisins? Guys, you can't. You can't put raisins in cheesecake. I can't stand for it. I know that sounds cursed. Oh my god. Maybe it's that I've never liked raisins. Never liked raisins. Raisins. I come from a family who grew raisins. Oh gosh, I don't even know, what are raisins like? What do they come in? Do they come in like a larger like container of fruit that they like open up, or are they just in the ground, or are they pooped out by a cow? Like, actually, once you think about it, where do raisins come from? Maybe they're not real.
Working on a project in the studio currently. Your streams are always the best to watch while I get school.
Oh, that's fancy. Well, I get school projects done. Well, that's awesome. I'm so glad you enjoyed the streams, and yeah, thank you very much for the tip, much appreciated. But yeah, where does raisins come from? You know, I wonder if they like maybe they digest through the cow and then they poop them out. Could be.
Chat was talking, and we've all agreed you need to make a hot guy calendar that's giving those firefighter Catberry 6 High Scar. Wanted to thank you for your videos. They helped me get through a month of hospitalization. Cheer 500.
Oh, well, thank you.
_mermaid cheer 500 morning scar. I can't stay long, but thank you for the wonderful infrastructure streams. Can't wait to see. Alice_fiasco cheer 500. My kitty Scotty Scar D says hi as she makes typing hard.
Typing hard. Well, everybody who tipped, I very, very much appreciate that. Thank you so much. I need to make sure that these aren't overlapping each other. So I need to check to see if there's a setting for that. I need to check. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the tips. Very, very, very much appreciated. Have we figured out where raisins come from yet?
Hello, Scar. I caught a virus from my students, and now my stomach and back end hate me. Thank you for streaming. It is cheer.
Do you want me to be mad at your students for you? Want me to tell them a bunch of filthy animals who don't wash their hands and don't cover their mouth when they cough? I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right, let's see here. As a teacher, kids are gross. Kids. Let's see. Okay. All right. I think we're just about ready to meet up with Cup. Cup, give me 1 second. I need to fix one thing that's broken, aka my pants. I have returned. I am now adjusted. I am prepared for infrastructure. Infrastructure. It's time for some infrastructure. Who's ready for some infrastructure? Okay, here we go, guys.
Jackie30 Hey Scar.
Hello there.
I'm so happy to be able to catch your streams lately. It's a nice break as I have been busy visiting my mom, who is currently recovering from...
Let's see. The SO is cutting off. Currently recovering from being in the hospital. Oh, Victor, I'm glad the streams have been something to kind of distract you from everything, and I really hope your mom's doing okay. Give her my best for sure. Yeah. All right. Wait, hold on. Pikachu PhD, thank you for the 24-month resubscription. Much appreciated. And the original Low, thank you for the Prime. Much appreciated. Welcome aboard the Starship Good Times. And with that, time to start the stream. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. We're down here in the Nerd Cave. Where did you come from? I thought I lost all my bees. Dude, there's a bee hole. Wait, no, maybe not a bee hole. Maybe just a bee cave? Ah! Oh, sorry. Just a golem. I mean, come on. It's understandable to be a little scared when somebody just sticks a spear in your eye, you know? I feel like that's fully justifiable. No. Man, where are my bees, guys? Where are my bees? My bees are gone. Can't have nice things. Wow, it's laggy. Did you guys see that? I've been dealing with this like insane lag. That's just like so. Whoa. Why couldn't I say shuddered?
Show love 1000. Thanks for always being yourself. Your streams have helped me through a lot, especially the hospital stays. I'm sure like med.
Oh, thank you for the bit. Very much appreciated. Or bits, that is. Let's see, especially in the hospital. I'm sure like many of your wonderful fans. Oh, that's very nice of you. I appreciate that. The chunk border, didn't they fix that issue? Remember in season 8 when I used to walk out my door, there used to be a chunk border right there, and it would like hitch every time. And there was like a delightful mod that fixed that. And then Minecraft finally fixed it itself. And I thought that was done. Am I getting a memory leak? No, looks like my memory's doing good. You can see it just rising right there. Look at that. Look at it. It's heading right on up. There's a hole up here. Ah! Get out of here. Wow, this is a dark one. Ah! Oh, I found my bees! I found my bees! Wait, there's only like 3 of them, but there was a lot more of them at one point. But we found the bees! Okay, that's where they went then. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We need to go back and light that up. It is a bee cave. There's only a few of them is the thing. I definitely had more of them. Oh, I'm around, Cub. I'm on my way. There's that hitchy. There's that little hitchy hitch.
Taco Monkey 0604 cheer 500.
Taco Monkey, thank you so much for the bits. Very much appreciated. Very generous. Very generous. I'm not just getting an arsenal of weapons to go meet with Cub at all. Oh, see, there's that hitch again. There he is. All right, we gotta line up. We're coming up. Dude, I can't hit the broadside of a barn these days with Hawkeye. And some people might say Hawkeye's washed up. No, I beg to differ. Mojang changed the way hitboxes work with arrows. It's very sad.
Daily Cat cheer 500 Scar, do you think you'll be going to TwitchCon this year?
We could talk about TwitchCon in a minute. Hello there, Cub.
You need some more practice, Scar, on the Hawkeye.
It's not my fault, Cub. They changed the way hitboxes work, and everybody knows it.
I use the incredible technique of just stepping to the side.
No, but dude, you stay. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to be way more accurate when shooting a bow close up, and the only way to get proper velocity with the bow is you gotta swoop in and shoot from very close range.
It's all about the spear now.
Yeah, they ruined this. They ruined the bow. They ruined it.
They ruined it.
Well, yeah. Remember that one MCC when the update came through and it was the longest like dodgeball ever because everyone missed the whole time, and we're like, "What's happening?"
I don't know. They changed a lot of it. I don't think.
They changed it. That was the craziest dodgeball ever. I remember Martin the next day was like, "Hey, did dodgeball ever finish up?" Did dodgeball?
Okay, all right.
They reverted back
Scar.
to the original bow mechanic for San Diego. Yeah.
So far,
Okay.
I've had
All right.
a terrible
That makes
weekend,
sense.
but
I got some
your
stuff
streams
for
and
you.
Videos always cheer me
Okay.
up.
What we
Got
got?
some journal action and.
Oh
a
yeah,
bond.
definitely work on that. Oh, the bag again. Okay, what do we have?
You gotta
in
put
here?
in an item.
What did you put in? I bet you put the pickle in here because you're working on your cave.
Sea pickle, yeah. Put in sea pickle, yep.
Now, who was doing a bit of mossing?
That was false.
Okay.
Doing a bit of
okay.
mossing.
And then Joe H Hills with the little dimes.
Yep.
Nipples, quarters.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there.
I'm gonna send people over. I told them that you were gonna do a racetrack at XP's. That's your project for today. Okay. Goodbye, Scar. Have a good time.
Now I kind of want to do that. Now I want to make the racetrack. Dude, if XB doesn't turn the exterior of his base into a racetrack, I will genuinely be sad.
Cheer 500 high Scar, you have given me the motivation to play around with Redstone and nerd out. I love your
Purple Panda, that's amazing. The worst Redstoner inspired somebody to do Redstone. I'm so happy right now. I love that so much. Oh, I love that. I've had fun with redstone. I got to admit. I feel a little like a nerd right now, and I kind of like it. I like it. I feel like I'm already a nerd, but a redstone nerd? Didn't know the day would come. I didn't know the day would come. I didn't know. Did you know? I didn't. Anyway, all right. So we got stuff to work on. We need to make an arrangement with somebody who can get some stiffer action going, because I am liking these flowers. I know somebody put these in there, try to be unauthorized, but I like them. I like them a lot. I appreciate them. Oh, check this out. Get close here. I put glass panes up here. Maybe I've gone a little overboard with the trees, but I've just had so much fun with them. So I put a couple little glass panes up there to kind of give a little bit more motion to the trees, like they're dropping their petals. And, you know, obviously we have the actual petals falling, but I think the panes look cool too. And it just feels very immersive. And I added a few more in these trees, which I think look cool. They're subtle. There's not a ton of them, but there are a few here and there. And I hope you all are proud of me. You want to know why you should be proud of me?
Alice_Fiasco_Scar, have you tried Dreamlight Valley? It's a Disney game. Very wholesome, cheer 500.
I've heard of it, but I have not played it. I have heard of it. Should I play it? Should I play Dreamlight Valleys? Should I? Maybe I should. Are you guys going to be really proud of me? Watch this. This is big, guys. This is huge. I lit up the area. I did the tedious thing of going around and burying lighting in the ground here. Come on now. I want to see some praise in the chat. I need an uplift of praise. Look at that. You see that down there? Look at that. Uh-oh. We have incoming. See, I've been watching the chat. Whisper to you. You did what? When do you light up things? I did good, Pearl. Who are you? Look at this, Pearl. There's lighting in here, and the skeletons don't live in the trees. I can't confirm that any of this area over here is safe, but I can tell you at least the interior of the spawn point is. But there's an imposter. Oh, Pearl. You should come over at some point. I want to ask you something. All right, so we've got stuff to work on, and there's that stutter. We need to start texturing these roads. There are a couple roads that I might want to alter. Let's jump in the old cheat sheet cam. You see this transition right here is a little bit sharp. It's a little bit sharp, and I feel like it needs to be tapered out a little bit more. Like a little bit more. I don't know if we'll work on that. So that's a little bit of an annoyance to me on that piece of land. And then this other thing, and this is bothering me the most, I really think we need to connect Wells's bridge here. I should have come down at a little bit of a sharper angle to go into Wells. Instead, I kind of zigged when I should have zagged. But I think we could still incorporate this. We just kind of work it around, right? I think we can do that. Also, I want to make a couple more trees. So I was looking at it from this angle, and I feel like this needs a couple trees along here. I feel like it maybe needs a few. And also I want to do some texturing, because I've gotten a lot of questions on how I go about texturing the roads, and the way I've done it and the thought process that I have while texturing the roads has changed over the course of building these roads. So yeah, we'll do that. Many fun things. Let's go get some materials.
Clips cheer 500 high Scar. I was thinking about the Gigs D&D campaign, and I was wondering if you considered a wizard archer multi-class.
Let's see. Were you wondering if you considered a wizard archer multi-class? What's a multi-class? I mean, you could be multiple things. Like, you know, you want to be like cool guy and wizard too? I didn't know you could be more than one thing. Hey, what day are we doing the D&D thing? When is that? When is that? I need to put that on my calendar because I'm very excited. I am very excited and I don't want to miss. Well, I'm not going to miss it. I just always forget when it is. I am not a forgetful person, but I often forget things. It's the 30th. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. I've time to read. I've time to do my reading. I've got my reading materials here. Check this out. I got my reading materials. So we got big book and surprise, surprise, big book number 2. Look at that. So pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Got lots of, oh, I got something else to show you guys. Look what I got for Christmas. You probably can't quite tell what these are, but they're sunflowers. And look at this one. This is an organic Mongolian giant. Dude, I've always wanted a giant Mongolian sunflower, and look at that. Nice. There's a whole bunch of cool ones. Yeah, 2 packs of Mongolian giant sunflowers. Gray striped flower. Ooh, that's gonna be a cool one. Let's see, an evening sunflower. Oh, very nice. And I don't even know what that word is. Arkarakawuka? Anyway, I'm very excited for my sunflowers. I'm excited for these giant Mongolian ones because you can feel in the pack that these are giant seeds. So I'm very excited for these. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I may have lost one, honestly. You know, sometimes you got to keep track of your stuff at Christmas. You know, things could slip under the couch and it's a whole thing. But I'm very excited for those. Very excited for those. Very excited for those.
GoodVodsWithScar unleash chaotic revenge on Grian by encompassing his end crystal chandelier in copper golem statues.
Dude, I don't want to go within 10 feet of that thing. That thing's a hot potato. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you ever just look at your storage and just be like, oh man. Oh dear. Oh man. Okay. We're gonna do our best here, guys. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best here. We're gonna put some materials in here and we're gonna build that road and we're gonna connect wells up.
Year 825, I don't even play Minecraft. You just seem like a cool guy who makes great content.
Thank you. That's a great compliment. I don't even like that Minecraft, but you seem like a cool guy. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Over here helping my ego. I appreciate that very much. Oh. I'm so excited for my sunflowers. So I've been watching a lot of bee content, by the way, guys. Been watching a lot of bee content. I found a delightful British chap, and he is quite easy to watch. You know, oh man, I don't want to be mean or anything, but there's just that, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like people think there's this stereotypical way that a YouTuber should like be that's getting annoying. And this guy's like delightful. He's just out there. He loves the bees. They love him. And it's so easy to watch. And it's I don't know. I've learned so much from this guy than any other YouTube video that I watched. That's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, cool guy of the week. And he's got a lorry. Dude, I'm learning lots of British words, by the way. He's got his lorry and he's got a lockup, which I thought when he said he had to go to the lockup that he was going to jail, but apparently that's a shed in Britain land. So I learned that. That was nice. But yeah, no, I've learned a ton, but you know, obviously not enough to actually take care of bees, but you know, just getting the basics going, and it's quite enjoyable. What's the channel? You know, I have no idea. I forgot. I forgot. It's his name. I've been watching it like on my second monitor for like the last 3 days, and I gotta look it up. Honestly, I've never heard of a lockup. Dude, he keeps talking about it. He's like, gotta go back to the lockup, and I'm like, you going back to jail? I gotta look up his name. But yeah, I've learned a lot. Especially they're long videos, so when I'm like grinding out in Minecraft, I can just kind of like have it going, which is like very easy to to listen to it all. And especially he has done a few videos where it's gone the course of the season. So you can kind of see like the progression and stuff along those lines. But dude, we're going to have bees at some point. It's going to be amazing. Can't wait for my bees. Can't wait for my bees. Let's see. It's a regional thing, maybe more southern. Oh, what they call like a shed a lockup?
Ramble Wheels cheer 500. I'm so excited for the gig, Steve.
You're so excited for the D&D? Yeah, me too. Me too. It'll be fun. I'm very much looking forward to just doing some fun, like different stuff, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Ah, boy, guys, this is painful. This is just painful. Inventories are just like literally pain on ice. Actually, I don't know what that means. What does pain on ice mean? Pain on ice. That is a strange phrase. Where did that come from? I often do wonder where things come from in my brain. It's a land of mystery and intrigue, to be sure. All right. That's probably good. That's probably good. All right, let's go connect up wells. Let's go connect wells. Scarfus just gave up on D&D. What did Scarfus say? He did say something weird. He kind of like burped when he said D&D. I love the trees. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had a good bit of fun making these trees. And the whole point of like placing them how I did was I do think it kind of like encapsulates the shopping district and kind of like brings it together a little bit. Now, Pearl, are you planning on building a shop soon? I'm nodding yes. I'm nodding yes. Okay. All right, let's figure this out. We might need to go get some dirt too, because I just paved right over the top of the old one. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love that I did that. I love that I did that. Dude, here's a fun bit of Disney trivia for you. This is like the olden days where they just didn't really care about anything. When they, and don't let my mom hear this, she'll get sad, because Nature's Wonderland was her favorite ride. And when they tore Nature's Wonderland down, oh, you're currently planning one. Don't be shy. When they were tearing down Nature's Wonderland to build Big Thunder Mountain, they took all of the animatronics from the attraction. I mean, the animatronics, I'm saying that a bit loosely. They're a little bit, you know, primitive in design, but
I know you and your character are associated with sunflowers, lilacs and poppies, but what are your favorite flowers? Mine are sunflowers. Fun.
What are my favorite flowers? I love a good rose. I used to be pretty good at taking care of them back in the old day, or at least it was my job to take care of them. So I definitely took care of a lot of roses. Wherever we've lived, my parents have always planted a good number of rose bushes.
Scar, I am a bumblebee behavior researcher. I have published papers. It makes me so happy to hear you're interested in the bees.
Dude, that's so cool. Bumblebee researcher. Dude, that's amazing. My voice is gone. But unauthorized flowers. Hold on. Boom. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, I don't know what happened. It's gone. It's gone. I think we're back. Are we back? Oh, nope, we're definitely not back. I want to talk about bumblebee researchers, and my voice is gone. What is happening? What is happening? Why is my stream so crazy? Why does this always happen? Okay, I think we're back. I think we're back. Why? And now it's back. Now we're back like nothing ever happened. I hate everything. Anyway, a bumblebee researcher. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I find these bees to be wildly... It's not that I didn't find bees fascinating before. You know, they're cool creatures hanging out, doing their bees things. But after watching these videos, man, I have quite the appreciation for these like colonies. And they got the swarms. They got the queen over there. They got the... Oh man, they're cool. I love watching all this like bee stuff, because they're just like fascinating, the way the colonies work and stuff. Good guys. Good guys those bees are. Let's see, but what is my favorite flower? So like I said, I really like roses. I'm great at taking care of them. And I always forget it. Is it a passion flower? It looks like it's from an alien planet. That is also one of my favorites. and it's my aunt had them when we used to visit, and I used to look at those and think it was like a plastic flower. I'm like, shh. Did she just put a plastic flower out here? Because no way is that flower that cool. And no, it was. That's a real flower, and it's freaking amazing. I love that flower so much. So yeah, roses and those are my favorites.
Wheels cheer 500. The voice cut off the whole message. So, I wanted to say that I'm so excited for the gigs session with Pixel. You are also creative.
Let's see. Also creative and going to be so much fun. Also, is there any update on the TwitchCon gifts? Oh my god, no. I haven't. It's been radio silent since Christmas. It's been radio silent. I know they're there. That's the thing. Like, I absolutely know that they're there. They have them. I'm getting the stinking things in the next like few weeks. Like, we don't have our crowns either. You know, like the crowns, which is also like, how long is that gonna take? So I know that the crowns and that are together. So I know that they're not lost or anything.
Wait to see your garden.
So
The Adventures
frustrating.
of WizardScar. I'm glad you got your painting from last year.
I'm just starting to train this up a little bit, chat, just to start figuring out how to like easily bring this into Wells. One thing, it's nice that Wells designed this by 7 block, so that's perfect. It has been 84 years, Cub. Yeah, I know. Every once in a while, I like either Green and I message each other and be like, "Yeah, heard anything about the crowns? Anything?" And we're like, "No." I'm figuring it out. Usually, so we're coming out of the new year, so this is the first week kind of out of like the holiday period, right? Before I start bugging somebody, I usually give them a week. There's a lot of people that I'm going to be bugging next week about stuff that needs to get done, and so I gave people a week. There's about 4 people that's getting messages about different variety of different things at the end of next week. I'm trying to be polite, you know. Everybody needs a few days to kind of get going again at the new year. But no, there's gonna be some people getting some messages about a variety of things on Tuesday and Monday. They get 1 week. They get 1 week, and then we're going in. We're getting Hawkeye badges before TwitchCon stuff. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Bees. All I have on my mind is bees. Very excited for bees. Dude, I don't even care if I even get honey. I just want to see these hives function. After watching British man do British man things in the woods with his bees, I'm just so fascinated now by the colonies themselves. Before I was like, oh, sweet. Take care of the bees. You get the sweet honey and this and that. Now I'm fascinated just in this like behavioral science of bees. Like, they're very fascinating. All the little intricacies of keeping the hive alive, the hierarchy of the bees. They got a whole thing going on there. The queen doing her thing. Like, oh, so fascinating. I got to read my books. I've got a number of books on bees now. Got a number of books. All right. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to bring this. So this is 7, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What the heck? How do we get all thick over here? Must have been when I'm curving. Must have been when I'm curving around. I just accidentally added a couple blocks. That's fine. That's fine. Scar, what do you think about the life-size creatine? Dude, I'm just happy that's not AI. I was looking at that and I'm like, please tell me that that's not AI, because that is hilarious. And it wasn't, which made me happy. But dude, I would be a little creeped out if I'm going to sleep and that man's socket eyes are staring at me from the dark corner of the room. I'd be like, oh Lord. Oh, Lord. That statue is hilarious. Oh my god. That was funny. Let's see. Pear P, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. What is the bee YouTuber's name? I gotta find next stream. I will have the bee guy for you. I'll have the bee guy for you. I'll have the bee guy. I like this one other bee guy that I found. He was like an older gentleman, distinguished, and he was like, the number one tip I can give you is you need a good chair.
_954 cheer 500 honey made from bees in new local area is really good for seasonal allergies.
Yeah, my mom told me that yesterday. That's exactly what my mom told me yesterday, because I was looking on a bottle of, you know, store honey. It was Kirkland honey, you know, distinguished. And I was looking on the bottle and stuff, and she was saying that it's good to have honey that is as localized as you can possibly get, because it helps with seasonal allergies. You know, I guess it's the pollen and the you know, helps out, which is cool. I didn't know that. I got to look into the actual mechanic of it, other than, you know, what I heard. But yeah, if that helps. So if, like, I guess if you have really bad allergies, that
about the Disney trivia about the animatronics.
What about the Disney trivia about the animatronics? Did I not finish that yellow flower? Okay, so when they tore down Nature's Wonderland, which was like a slow moving mine train, it's actually that poster right there. Well, it's actually that encompasses all of Frontierland, from the stagecoaches to the pack mules, but the center line is the mine train ride. So the mine train. And when they tore it down, they made a big hole, and they threw all the animatronics and anything else in a giant hole, and they buried it, and eventually they built a barbecue joint on top of it, and then now is a pathway into Galaxy's Edge. So when you walk around there, just know you're walking on a gravesite of animatronics. Oh god, that's so funny. All right, so I'm trying to figure out how to make this train just a little bit easier to get our pathway over here. But every time I'm adding a block, I'm also increasing the height. So, because we also need to get down to this level.
And cheer 500 hey Scar.
Hello there.
Topic, but have you ever seen the Giant's Causeway? Thought you might be interested as you liked the White Cliffs of Dover.
The Giant Causeway? Dude, that almost sounds like a racetrack. I've never heard of that. I want to see that. I want to see whatever that is. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, I'm excited for whatever that is. Just to kind of sound like a racetrack. Welcome to the Giant Causeway. It feels very British, does it? I'm getting British vibe. Getting a little British vibes there. Getting a little British vibe. It's the British F1 course, the Giant Causeway. It's Irish. Oh, hello there. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, what's that British land up there? You got the guys in the funny pants, and you got the bagpipes. You know, the Highlands. The Highlands. Dude, there are some pieces of land up there that are so cool looking. Man, I want to see that. I want to see like that Highland area so bad. So what I've been doing lately is I just go into like Google Street View and just kind of like putter around. And I was putting around up there, and I'm like, what the heck is going on up here? This is amazing. This is like definitely was the inspiration for a good bit of Skyrim's terrain. Like there is a good bit of Skyrim that was inspired by these Highlands. And I'm like, dang, this is like Skyrim. Man, rip Skyrim, my god. What are they doing over at Bethesda? Do they know that they're a game studio? Just sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder. Like, what are they doing over there? What are they doing? Just having a pizza party? It's been 84 years since we had Skyrim. Like, what are we doing? What's going on over there? Hasn't it been like at least 5 years since they announced there would be another Skyrim? Releasing microtransactions for Fallout 76. Oh, that's what they've been doing. Dude, microtransactions, loot boxes, and quote unquote game service or live game or whatever that phrase is. It's been the worst thing for gaming we've ever experienced. You remember there was like this great stretch where we were getting banger after banger? Like we were getting crazy stuff. We got GTA. We were getting the people who enjoyed the guy with the knives. Whatever his name was. We were getting lots of really cool games for a while, and then it's just like come to a freaking grinding halt for those kind of games. Like what I'm saying is like big RPG style games. It's just like grinded to a halt. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, the guy with the knives. Just grinded to a halt. Like I just am like shocked. Like even GTA, like my God, how long does this take? How long does this take? Yeah, it's self-inflicted. Yeah. I mean, GTA, like I always thought that they had been working on like the next GTA for like forever. I didn't realize that, well, at least this is what I heard. They didn't really start that until like 2018 or less. They didn't really start working on it till then because they were riding high with their microtransactions. They're riding high. They want to add lots of useless features like realistic clouds. I mean, I like clouds. I like clouds. I like clouds. There's a cloud mod that hasn't updated yet for Minecraft that I adore, and it's still not updated. What did Grian do? How long until villagers forgive me? Did you kill one or hit one? Couple.
2025 was an insane year for games. Expedition 33, Hades 2, King.
I don't even know any of these. Expedition, what's this? Expedition 33, Hades 2, Kingdom Come. Oh, I want to play Kingdom 2. Kingdom Come. I had that in my cart for the winter sale, and then I forgot about it, and I came back, and it was back up the normal price, and I was sad. But I do want to play that. That does look like a really fun game. Silk Song's a great game. So yeah, there was some good games like that. You're right. You're 100% right. I think I'm more talking about the fall off of the AAA studios. But what's nice and which is great is there are those newer like indie games that have released things, and I think they're probably there'll be some good stuff in the future too by other companies. And I think that's should always try to support some of those guys because it's tough. The AAAs have really fallen in the last few years. Can I try to do a Scottish accent? No, because it's going to sound like Mickey Mouse like every other one of my accents I've ever tried. And then everybody's going to make a hoot and a holler. Everybody's going to make fun of it. It's going to sound like Mickey Mouse.
_HighScar. I'm a gardener apprentice and I can really recommend Echinacea purpurea, purple coneflower. They're very pretty, indigenous to the
indigenous and great for mini pollinators. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I will write that down. That's a great idea. That's a great one. That's a great one. I was also gonna plant so one of the things was like honey can be influenced by obviously like the flowers around it, its color. So I was going to try to plant like a bunch of lavender around the hives, or at least close to them, so see if I could like make the honey like kind of a purple. I think that'd be kind of cool. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. Dude, we're gonna have so much fun making honey. Dude, we're gonna make videos. We're gonna have all sorts of fun doing it. All right, I know this is probably boring, but I'm just trying to get the terrain set in the right way so that this flows into this pathway nicely. Don't you? I think it would look cool because I was watching this one video where they were showing different honeys based on the pollen that they were getting. Super cool. We've entered the bee era. Yeah, I still need to learn a lot before I even venture into that world, but we'll get there. You have cookies. Well, you have cookies, but I don't see you offering those cookies to anybody. I haven't seen any offers. I have not seen an offer yet. I think this is actually looking okay now. I'm gonna push this back a little. Oh, dude, I completely forgot. On Disney Plus, there is a documentary on Sir Mr. John Williams, and it is fantastic. It's just such a delightful documentary. And I love John Williams so very much, and my dream has always been to see him live in a concert, which I don't know if that'll ever happen, but great documentary on John Williams. Interesting guy, important guy, and yeah, it's really good. That's a Scar recommendation. Scar recommendation is the John Williams song. Dude, that guy. And I'm so glad that like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg recognized that there is a non-trivial amount of their success for their movies associated with that man's music. Excuse me. Please leave my bed. Thank you. I think George said like a pretty, like those movies just wouldn't be the same without John Williams. Like if you watch Jaws, and I think Spielberg mentioned this in the documentary too, that the shark animatronic did not work as it was intended. And so the shark had to become more elusive rather than being like this prominent like character ripping everybody up. So he was kind of more of like, dun, 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 dun. It was more like elusive. So that's how John Williams like played into that by making the music more dun, 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 very elusive, which like saved that movie. It saved that movie. Ah, I love it. I love it. Everything that man touches is like pure gold. Absolute. And you know what's interesting? He reminds me. Okay, so one thing I admire about Ren's brother is that he is incredibly versatile in what he can do. When Grian uses him a lot for like all of his fun songs and all that. And it seems like every time Jono is tasked with making like a fun song for Hermitcraft, like it is always incredibly unique and different from the previous one. Where is my I know I had a smooth deep slate chest. I hope I didn't break it and not pick it up. Anyway, what I was saying was Jono can do a wide variety of things. And while watching this documentary, I was really admired by how many things that John Williams can do. Like he was a jazz guy, he was this, and he was that, and all the different things that he has created, all the different songs. And I was thinking like, yeah, there it is. That's like Jono. Jono will be the next John Williams. I'm saying it now. So his range is just insane. And great documentary, highly recommend.
Shira Wizard Cheer 500, a rather specific compliment for your trees. I love that some of them have a few lighter green leaves, like it's hit with a ray of sunlight less.
Exactly. Not on all of them. Not on all of them. Because I often can overdo things like that. You see on these ones, they do have a little bit more highlights. So there's a couple of the green ones. And the reason I did it on specific ones, because one, I was trying not to overdo it, because often when I see like a fun little detail, I will just splatter the fun detail everywhere and it takes away from the uniqueness of it. So with these ones being that they're kind of out in the more open, I decided to put those extra little blocks there. Whereas some of those ones are, some of the different ones that are not like as prominent, maybe they're up against the mountain, they don't have as many. They don't have as many of them. But yeah, that's yeah, I appreciate that. That was something I enjoyed when I made those. All right. So yeah, big shout out for that documentary. It's good. It's good. John Williams, good guy, important guy, and officially cool guy of the week. He's also really nice. This sounds bad, but like, isn't it just nice once in a while when you see somebody just be nice? And somebody who is maybe, I don't know how to explain this, like, when you love a movie or you love something and then the person, like, it was responsible for it, like, hates it, and it's always just this little bit of a bummer. So it's like You know, like if you really like a movie or a show and there's an actor in it and then the person like hated it and is just annoyed by it or whatever, it's always just, there's always just this little like, aw. But like John Williams, like, I don't know, he's so nice in that documentary, and I don't know, super cool. Also, what's the deal with those people from Boston being mean to him at the Pops, you know? Yeah, shame on them. Shame on them. Jokes on them. People love theatrical music.
John Williams in concert in Portland, Oregon, May 23rd/24.
Excuse me for 1 minute. What was that again? Let's see here. Where was that message? All right. So that was. Wait. John Williams in concert. Oh, May. Okay, May. Okay, all right. 22nd, 23rd, and that's the Big John. That's Big John. That's the note now, says Big John. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I shall put that down very much. But yeah, it's a great documentary. Highly recommend if you're looking for something to watch. Okay, we're gonna start working our way up, boys. We're gonna start working our way up. Let's see if this actually works out. This is gonna be wonky. I have like a wonky feeling in the back of my head here, so we're gonna try to make this not super wonk. We don't want wonk. A little wonk's not bad, but not a lot. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see, where are we here? Let me go up to the cheetah camp. Okay, so if we take this line and then we make, well, that's fine. It's fine. I think I'm overthinking it, honestly, and I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it, right? Thought I opened that up. No, stop. There we go. I think I'm pick blocking that, and I was pick blocking the grass, not the stone block. What the heck? Gah. Oh, what in the world? Elytra needs some XP. Yeah, it's struggling. It's seen better days, I'll tell you that. It's seen better days. It's seen better days. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's easier when you're going like, okay, when you're doing these pathways, it's easier when you're just sending it across the way instead of trying to line it up with something. When you're lining up with something, then you're going to overthink it. It's going to be a whole thing. But when you're just sending it down the hill, that's easy. But when you're like, oh, I got to line it up. Gotta line it up. Let's see, Scar, how do you know if there is a dupe system running on a multiplayer server? I need to get past my friend. Do you know it? No, we're not duping, guys. No, remember, we're not dupers. We talked to Etho about this. We're not dupers here. We're not dupers. We talked to Etho about this. We made the decision, unless it's funny. Remember, it's very important to remember. If duping results in funny times, well, then we might consider it. But if it's just for resources because we're too lazy to grind it out, we're not dupers. Only for fun. Hello, Pixel. How are you, Pixel? Pixel, look. Pix, look. I got the books, Pix. I've got the books. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Oh, that's heavy. Man, I'm gonna break something with that. Well, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciate it. Welcome, raiders. We are working on a road here, just connecting old Wells' base here. So we're just trying to loop that up there, and then we'll do some shading and some texturing and some good stuff like that. And I hope you had a wonderful time with Sir Pix. There we go. Now we're rolling. Now we're feeling good. Scar, who is going to tell him about Mumbo's Ocean Rocket Factory? What the heck is Ocean Rocket Factory? I love the sound of that. Love the sound of that. Don't know what it is, but love it. What's the Ocean Factory, guys? I'm very excited. Tell me more about this Ocean Factory. Is it a factory in the ocean, which falls under piracy laws, which means there are none? I should go check it out. All right. Sounds good to me. Oh yeah, this is nice. I like it. Sounds good to me. As you know, when you don the hat, anything's open. Yeah, when B-Dubs, when we see B-Dubs again, we're giving him a hat and we're gonna go out to the high seas for some fun. Even Mumbo can't find it. That's funny. All right, this is coming out nice. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. So we're probably need to keep going straight for a second, and we'll make a little zig when we should zag in a second. All right, there we go. Did you know, guys, that I don't even, wait, hold on. I have something funny I want to tell you guys in a second. There we go. Let's go one block over. Let's do one more set this way, and then we'll go, oh wait, whoops. Go like that. My man, what is happening? What is happening? You're not supposed to punch the villagers. You're not supposed to punch the villagers, Gran. You're not. You're not supposed to punch the villagers. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Hightail. We're gonna be hightailing it this week, by the way. Gonna be fun. Interesting game. Important game. Gonna be very curious to see how this game is gonna come out. I'm not really going in with any expectations. Just like I'm not going into any of these Star Wars movies with any expectations. We'll see where it takes us. But I am looking forward to playing it, which I think will be fun. And I got a pretty sweet name, by the way, guys. Pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about it. Can you guess what my username is going to be? I'm already out of smooth stone. My gosh. Man can't keep enough smooth stone on him. Hawkeye actually would have been good. Oh, that's actually a good one. Hawkeye would have been funny. Hawkeye would have been funny. Ah! Hawkeye would have been funny. Oh yeah, we're playing Hightail. Don't worry about it. We're playing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. No, it's straight up Scar. It's Scar. S-C-A-R. Scar. I'm so excited. It's the only time I've ever been able to get that name on an account, and I'm hyped about it. I'm hyped about it. Honestly, that might be the only thing I'm hyped about, because I have no expectations. I'm just going in, blank slate. We'll see where it takes us. Alrighty, we're doing quite well. Don't know why I got hoo-hoo-ha there, but I did, and I kind of liked it. Yeah, I think a little bit closer, and then we'll be good. We can always refine this. I don't know why this is taking so long. I think I overthought it. Which is not unsurprising with me. It should have taken about half the amount of time, but I think I overthought it trying to... Yeah, see, this is so simple. Why did I overthink this? All it needed to do was just a little extra zig when it should have zagged, and now I fixed it. Now, nailed it, done. Do you have a creator code? Not yet. I should have one soon. Q&A Scar, what went wrong with The Mandalorian season 3 in your opinion? Oh. So Mandalorian 1 and 2 were great, especially 1. I adore season 1. Mandalorian 3 just, I think there was a lot of changes with the direction of the Mandalorian after season 2, and I think that made them lose focus of what the show was about. I think there was probably a lot of whispers from above, like, oh, you should do this and you should do that, and I think that's kind of where it fell into trouble. And I don't know, it just wasn't fantastic. And I would say after season 2 of Mandalorian, there was a lot of problems probably behind the scenes of Lucasfilm. And you can see that in changes in direction in a lot of different areas of the shows. And I think that they should have kept Baby Yoda with Luke a little longer. The rush to bring him back in Boba Fett was so odd to me. It felt meddly. And I have a keen sense of when corporate structures, either that's Kennedy or Iger or whoever's above, was saying like, hey, we got to get that toys selling, get that little guy back on screen. And it just felt so rushed to take the character that had a pretty good emotional arc in season 2 and throw that into a random other show halfway through. It's odd to me. Even though I adore the episode with Baby Yoda, Luke, and Ahsoka, that was a great episode. It was a good episode, but it feels disjointed and out of place being thrown into Book of Boba Fett. And that episode and a lot of the previous episodes to that should have been season 3. I don't understand what happened there. It was so odd. That's where it just feels like somebody with power forced the hand to do something. And I can't tell you what exactly, but it just feels not correct. It feels wrong, whatever. And I think that was like one of the big failings is I think there was a lot of meddling. And I think a lot of the plans that they had were thrown out. And that's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. But that's kind of that's what happens when you work in a corporate culture. It's one of the things that I'm like incredibly grateful for is that we can like create fun things for lots of super cool people like you guys, and we don't have any corporate overlords that tell us what to do, which is awesome. You know, like obviously I'm not going to go burn down Wells's base, but we can do whatever we want. You know, we're just not going to be jerks and burn somebody's base down, but we can create and make wonderful things in our spot, which is really nice. Obviously, we do kind of have YouTube as our corporate overlord, but I don't know. They're mostly benign these days, at least for now. You never know what comes tomorrow, but yeah, it's I don't know. I sometimes like people do give, and I give them a hard time sometimes, but you also have to remember no burning is good. Thanks. Pearl, wait a second. It was the other day you logged on and said you were going to burn the whole server down. And I asked if you needed help with that. But sometimes I always got to give them a little bit of a grace because it's not easy, like when you're a creative and you're coming with cool ideas and then somebody above you says, no, you got to do it. There's this. And this is somebody who's coming without any creativity. They're just, you know, saying things. It's why the other day, yesterday, I said that it's far harder to be an animator than a CEO. CEO, you just have to have guts to make some dumb decision. You just got to be like, I'll make this decision. And hopefully it's informed. But an animator takes decades to learn that craft. Anybody can make a decision. What's my opinion on the Ahsoka series? I love Ahsoka. Ahsoka is one of my, like top 5, top 3 characters. I love Ahsoka. I'm gonna make this go one more. I'm gonna thicken this up a little bit. I'm just a I feel like they're overexposing Ahsoka to the point where Ahsoka's is gonna lose what makes Ahsoka a great character. And I think the show was okay. The end was abysmal. That was probably where I'm at with it. You know, I just, it's what I said yesterday about a spreadsheet of power. And when you see a lightsaber bouncing off a stormtrooper, there is just a part of me that dies inside. And when you see stormtroopers used as no real threat other than just like little obstacles you have to climb over, it takes so much of the weight of the story and the consequences of it out. So you kind of lose, you kind of just be like, eh. The ending episodes were so poorly done. And it's such a stark contrast from Andor. Do you remember that last episode, Andor, when those what do they call them, shock troopers or whatever, like the special forces like stormtroopers raided that apartment? I was on the like, you know, I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like this is insane. And then when Queso gets out and he starts like walking up that ramp, dude, that was so well choreographed, so well written, and it really made you kind of like tense. But when you're watching that final episode of Ahsoka, it's like none of these characters are gonna die. Now this one randomly got force powers, and all these stormtroopers are just gonna die. There's nothing in here that makes me feel like anything's gonna happen. And when the lightsaber bounces off the stormtrooper again, I just, why? But Balin's skull was and Shid Hattie were the best characters of that series. They were the absolute best. Absolutely fantastic characters. It's such a tragedy what happened to the actor who played Balin's skull. But one thing that's nice is like his friend is gonna reprise his role and like honor his character, which is nice. I hope Ahsoka 2 is better. I really do. Like, I want it to succeed. I want it to be good. I love Ahsoka. I love the character. Just, that show just wasn't super fantastic. And I don't know. And not everybody needs to be a Jedi. Not everybody needs to be a hero. And that's okay, because not everyone's a hero. Not everybody needs to be a Jedi. And Sabine didn't need to be a Jedi. Sabine was a great character in itself. And it takes away, in my opinion, making her somewhat of a Jedi takes away from her character and like things that she's achieved. I don't know. To me, it was a bad decision. She stood on her own without needing to be a Jedi. She was fine the way she was. She was good. She's a good character. Had a lot of good attributes. You don't need to add a Jedi on top of it. It was like, it's just so meaningless and pointless. And she's not even a good Jedi. It's like, I don't know what the point of this is. It's so weird. It's so weird. And what's the deal with Dave Filoni never wanting to have like characters like show the actual moment of a character meeting another character? Is he scared of emotions? I think Dave might be scared of emotions. I think he might be. I think he might be. Maybe a little bit. He's scared of dialogue. He might be.
As much as Jedis are beloved in the series, the higher-ups have forgotten that some of the most beloved characters in Star Wars are the non-Jedi characters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could say, I guess, Princess Leia was a Jedi, but like Princess Leia didn't really ever in the original series show Jedi powers and completely stood on her own, being a great character without being a Jedi. Chewbacca, great guy, important guy. Han, great guy, important guy. Admiral Backor, cool guy. Lots of great characters. But yeah, it's, I don't know, that whole arc with like, am I force sensitive? Am I not? Am I a little force sensitive? Am I a Jedi? It just felt odd because that character was fine the way they were. They didn't need that. It's just odd to me. It wasn't needed for that character. It was not needed. And because that's a great character from Rebels. That's a great character from Rebels. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sweet. Nice. Loving it. Thrawn opinions? I know a lot of people had some pretty strong opinions about Thrawn. I didn't think he was terrible. I could see reading the books why, but I didn't think he was horrible. I didn't think he was terrible, but he definitely, maybe I could see why people didn't think he lived up to like the Thrawn of the books. Definitely, like I get it. I understand that 100%. I wasn't like super mad at him. It's like me with Stranger Things. Like, if I really looked into it, I could probably be mad, but I don't want to be. I just want to like enjoy it. It's just like, if I look too hard, I'm gonna get way in the weeds. I'm gonna get too much in the weeds, and I don't want to get too much in the weeds. I get in the weeds with Obi-Wan. Poor Obi-Wan, ruined. You know what they can do to really revive my love of the Ahsoka series is to have a flashback of Ewan and Hayden and Jedi armor from the Clone Wars, and I'll never say a bad thing about Dave Filoni again. You do that for me? If you do that for me, if you put those two characters in Stormtrooper armor, I'd be a really happy Scar. That would be really cool. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. One other thing about season 3 of Mando, I love that Alma Best got a little bit of like redemption, but that scene wasn't great. That scene was not great. I was so happy to see Alma Best. I was so happy, but that scene could have been so much better with Baby Yoda. That scene could have been so much better. Sometimes I feel like they need to have a little bit more, like, have a little more fun with it. But I am very happy that he had that moment, because people were not nice to Jar Jar, and Jar Jar was a good guy. People need to realize that. Thoughts on a Star Wars series? Like a series that I'd make? I would make a series based on... I think one time we brainstormed an idea on stream about a series based on stormtroopers, like low-level basic stormtroopers, or like stormtrooper fighter pilots, and kind of seen that perspective a little bit. Kind of interesting. Maybe there's like a slow realization that this place is not what it seems. I don't know. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. Maybe the pilot always wanted to be a pilot, gets there and was like, is this what I signed up for? What, chat? Whispers, Jar Jar Binks is pretty cool. Thank you, Pearl! See, Pearl knows what Pearl's talking about. Jar Jar is cool. Jar Jar's a great guy, important guy. It's not, I'm not biased because he was on my cake when I was like 10 years old. No, like, great guy. Where's Pearl? I want to talk about Star Wars. Pearl like Jar Jar too. Let's go. I knew Pearl was cool. Well, Pearl's now Cool Hermit of the Week, by the way. Officially Cool Hermit of the Week.
Griffin, I like to write sci-fi short stories and could use your thoughts. What do you think the pros and cons of living in zero gravity would be like for wheelchair users?
That's a really interesting question. Thank you for the tip, by the way. Very much appreciated. That's a really interesting question. I feel like there would be a lot of flailing. That's my first thought. I feel like there would be a lot of flailing, right? Especially for somebody who has, say, a spinal cord injury and they don't have any feeling in their legs. Those legs are going to be all over the place. You're going to have to batten them down. First of all, those things are gonna have to get battened down. We're gonna have to tie them off. They're gonna have to get tied up. I could imagine I'm thinking for myself, like with general like weakness all the way up, it would be difficult to do a lot of like, so on the space station, you'll often see an astronaut like grab onto a handrail and, you know, use as like a propellant. I can imagine that being really difficult for myself. Like I might be able to get one good push and then kind of get really tired and eventually end up in a corner like trapped, and somebody's gonna have to find me and get me out of it because I just like floated into the storage cabinet. But I'm thinking like from like somebody who does have like say a spinal cord injury that their particular injury puts them so they have like strength in their upper arms. I could imagine them if they were to batten down the hatches with their legs, because their legs would be a problem. They would be floating around, and if you tied them up to be more like secure, I'm sure that person could potentially manage moving around. Because obviously you're not going to be in a chair, like, you know, unless I'm wondering if you could have like a makeshift chair that has no wheels, just like a literal thing that you could sit in and keep your back straight, your legs out. Damn, but that you have to have a big hatch to get through. With the big hatch. I don't know. It's a really interesting question of like how your body would react. I'm unfamiliar with how astronauts, if they have any trouble breathing, if how microgravity affects breathing.
I think Michaela Benthus was the first wheelchair user in space with New Shepard just recently. Just look for her interview.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how microgravity affects the lungs. Obviously, it affects the eyes, it affects the heart. I'm sure it affects the lungs in a way. I'm curious what it would do. Because, right, the microgravity moves, like, the eyes, like, they, like, lift slightly up. It's very interesting. They, like, lift slightly, and then they do some strange stuff. Yeah, that's a really interesting question of how it would affect someone in a wheelchair. But everybody in a wheelchair has a different reason for being in a wheelchair, so there's not one specific thing. So when you're thinking about that, just like realize that like one person's issues is not another person's issues when they would be in space. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just using that as an example. Like, you have, say, a spinal cord injury, or you have somebody who has like a neuromuscular general like weakness. Like, they might be in a wheelchair, but they might have very different means of how they would interact with microgravity. So it's really interesting to think. It's a really interesting question. Really interesting question. I want to find that book, by the way, from Scott Manley's video about that poor astronaut who's sick right now. That ISS emergency medical whatever book. I want to find that book. There's got to be a PDF of that somewhere. All right, let's take a look at this from above here. Oh, cat. Oh, he looks very tired.
It's Katie.
Is that Katie? I thought that was Finston. Hey guys, it's me, Katie B. Hey everybody. Hey, it's me, it's Katie Beezers. Hey Katie. Did you want to say hi to everybody? See you over there. Hi guys. Hi guys. Aw, Katie B's being nice. You're not being nervous. You know what really helped with the cats? Was turning my lights around. Because when Jelly would come on screen, like, she would always go like that, and it's because the lights were bright. I just turned the lights around so they shine onto the wall and bounce back on me, and both helps my eyes and the cat's eyes. Are you ready to go? Okay. All right, you can go. You can go or stay, whatever you choose. He's funny guy. Don't kick. No kicks. Just wave goodbye to everybody. Goodbye, guys. All right, there you go. There you go. Oh, jeez. Silly goose. Silly goose. Now all that cat thinks about is food. It's like, oh, I wonder if there's food. I need to get back. I need to know if there's food. There might be food. I might need the food. I'm so hungry, even though I just ate. I'm so hungry. Katie acts like You know, like she doesn't know where her next meal is going to come from. Infinity could care less.
Gaming, /o/I finally caught a stream. I love your terraforming, Scar. You're helping me evolve my skills and getting...
Let's see. Getting better at evolving skills and use of light. Oh, light is so interesting. I wish I was better at it. I absolutely have ideas in my head on how to use light in Minecraft, and I have yet to find a good use of this idea that I have to make light cooler in Minecraft. What I mean by light is building with light. Just haven't found the right way to present this idea. It'll come. It'll come. I found a really cool artist on Instagram that's really good with light, and it was a very like inspiring. It was very inspiring, like art. The art really doesn't pertain to anything like specific to Minecraft. Just the use of light was really cool. I'm a sucker for good light in art. I am a sucker for good light. You do some good lighting, I get really excited. I'm like, whoa! When there's a good contrast between light and dark, I get excited. The sound of the door squeaking, dude, that door is so squeaky. My bathroom door is even squeakier, and sometimes the cats like to just like slightly open it, so it is the worst sound ever. It's just like, I'm like, ah! Oil them hinges. Oh god. Yeah, but that means I'd have to like find the oil. That's a whole thing. I'm not gonna spray it. I'll probably spray it on my pants. Then it's gonna get on my hands, and then I'm gonna rub it on my wheels, and then it's on my wheels, and I'm trying to get the oil off the wheel. It's gonna be a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole thing. All right. I think that's good. I think that's good. I am happy with that. I'm happy with that. Our pathway's now connected. It doesn't look too wonky. It looks okay. It looks fine. It looks good enough. It looks good enough. This looks a little jacked. Oh, no. If I start terraforming again, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Let's I need to make that a better transition. I don't like that transition. I need to make that better. We need to feather that. We need to feather that out a little bit. We need to feather that. We need to feather that out a little bit. Did they finally announce that Ahsoka was coming out in Tarnation? Did they finally announce that Ahsoka was coming out in 2026? Because they're being a little coy for a little while, not putting it on any of the 2026 marketing. Did they ever commit? Did they commit? Did they ever commit? I just need a couple of half slaps. That's good. No official announcement yet, huh? Interesting. 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 If they push that to 2027, boy howdy, I'm not gonna be happy. Well, it's a bridge after all. See, what I was thinking, that we could take a little bit of oak and maybe like feather it in to the pathway. But on the other hand, it's not so much of a transition from a pathway of one theme to a pathway of another theme. Because it's like a bridge in itself, but I feel like it just needs like a little bit of feathering. You know what I mean? Like maybe we just feather this in a little.
500 high Scar
Hello there.
Streamer helps me with life.
Comfort streamer. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for the tip. Much appreciated. Is that a dog? How are we feeling about that? How are we feeling? I don't know if that's good or not. I just feel like it needed a little something. Like a little something. Let's just leave it like that for now. Let's leave it like that for now. All right, let's do some texturings. Leave it for Wells. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get some materials here and let's get working. Do I have a crafting bench? I do not have a crafting bench. I never have a crafting bench. Have I played Jedi Survivor? One of my favorite games of all time. Or is that Fallen Order? Maybe it's Fallen Order. Maybe it's Fallen Order. It's one of my favorite games ever. Jedi Survivor was the second one, right? Is that the case? I think it was the second one. I mean, not that it was a bad game or anything. I just never finished it. I just never finished it. I never finished it. I did like it. I did like it. I feel like it... At times it was hard to, like, focus on it. Maybe because they were doing that quasi-open world aspect to it. It was still good. It was still good. It was just, I never finished it. I need to go back to it. That was pretty smooth, wasn't it? That was smooth, wasn't it? That ender pearl went right through the portal into the other portal. Finally mastered that. Took me a little while. Took me a while. Just gonna take advantage of these XP bulbs. I hope Cub was watching because I tried doing that with Cub one day and I couldn't get it to work. Finally, I know it now. There we go. Nice. Didn't even have to kill an Enderman. That's what we call a humane farm. So let someone else do it. Whoa! Oh, what in tarnation? A happy guest in here. A happy guest in there. Oh, and then I ruined this one. So sad. So sad after that. Dang. But we can live the glory of throwing that pearl into both portals. We can live that glory. We can enjoy that glory. We can enjoy it. Ooh, look at that. Hold on. That's what we call dangerous. That is what we call very, very dangerous. That is what we call very dangerous. Alrighty. Texturing. So let me tell you a little bit about texturing. And what I mean about texturing is I actually have no idea, but I just kind of pretend I do. So one of the things I have been trying to do is creating a little bit of shadow. And mostly this whole project on these roads has been a bit of just a learning process on shading. I don't really have any one particular trick other than this is what I've learned. So for instance, say the light is coming this way, right? So the tops of these faces are going to be the hottest. So they're going to be the brightest in it. And then this little sliver down here is going to be the darkest. And then that light is going to shine and hit the face of this block here. And then it's going to land about here. And this will be cast in shadow. And if that's, for instance, if the sun is kind of coming down a little bit, if the sun's directly over, it's probably going to even out. And if it's overcast day, so cloudy, it's just going to become a giant softbox in the sky and soften out the lighting. So the lighting here is more of like a hard light, kind of like kind of like 10, 11 o'clock to like more evening. So that's kind of the lighting that I'm going for. When you say lighting, you kind of have to preface what time it is because, and also what the weather conditions are, because that all influences the way you would think about lighting. It's like if you're going to go and take photos of your buddy for a special occasion or something, you don't want to go at, midday. That's the worst time to take pictures. It's not that you should ever consider anything ever to be a hard and fast rule, but by and large, and I say by and large because there is always a use case with something once in a while, but by and large, you never want to take photos at midday because you're going to get that harsh bright light. Ugh, it's the worst. That's why you love a good magic hour. That's why you love a good magic hour. You love a good magic hour. Yeah. Scar would have done photography. I came from a long line of photographers. My grandpa taught photography. He was an art teacher and a photography teacher for high school and like adult education, like night school stuff. All right. So I think that's the lighting that I want. I want the light to be kind of slanted right here, coming straight this way, lighting the top of this, shadowing curve. Alrighty. I've lost myself in my head. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I lost myself. You adore photography? I do too. I kind of fell out of it a little bit. I like fell out of photography for a little bit. And I don't know. I think it was the fact that like I've never minded like when I started photography, it was at the tail end of film going towards digital, and a lot of like the hardcore photographers, older people were really like condescending towards like digital. And they were like very condescending towards digital. Like digital's not a real form of photography. Real photographers, they get in the dark room and they mix chemicals and they get some kind of neurological disease from having too many chemicals. You know, like it that was kind of like that was kind of the vibe. And one thing it's like I always try to do is like I never want to have that mentality. But like, the reason I kind of got like turned off a little bit of photography, like I really don't want to have that mentality and I don't want to be like that, but like there's so much manipulation in photography now where it's like what you took that photo of is like zero representation of what happened that day. Like it just feels like it's like, I don't know. I saw some just weird stuff for a while that just kind of like turned me off a little bit, but I also don't want to be like the, oh, this is whatever. Like, I think it's like some of like the AI stuff and like people just completely like swapping in and swapping out and like just using prompts and stuff that really like turned me off a little bit. I was like, ugh. It just takes a little bit of the sport out of it, maybe. There's like a little bit of a sport to it, right? Like a sport and attitude of like catching that great cloud and that great sunset. But if I can just like remove the sky and auto generate a better sky, it kind of takes the sport and fun out of it. Like I'm not this is a weird example, but like I'm not a hunter, but I can imagine like if an animal's just in a cage and you're just like pew and there's no sport to it. If you're chasing it, you're throwing your bow, you're out there, I can imagine. You know what I'm talking about? Like if there's just like a giant bucket and you just dropped your lure in this little tiny bucket, you catch the fish, you pull it, you're like, I did it. There's like a sense of like excitement when you see those things. It's not that like when you go back to your computer and you can't like enhance the contrast and change this and that. Like that's fun of it. That's part of the process. That is definitely part of the process. Is to like enhance it and change it and whatever. But like when it's like this weird manipulation to a point that it's like just kind of a turn off. It's like, oh, that's not as exciting as I thought that was. I really thought you saw that, you know, or at least that was the cloud that day. Like you can increase the contrast, maybe a little extra saturation. Like that's cool. But that wasn't. There's not a zebra on the pier. You know, it's like it's just not my thing, I guess. Not my thing. What is cool is there is a photography shop in Portland called Blue Moon, and they've had such a resurgence of people wanting to do film, which is really cool.
Have you ever heard of Warrior Cats? To the tune of Pink Pony Club, God, what have I done?
What have I just heard? Tune? A Pink Pony Club. What have I done? I don't know. I do not know what Warrior Cats is. Are they cool cats? Are they good cats? Important cats? Good cats? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, my friend. That's funny. But it's I don't know. I do want to get back into photography. I really, really, really enjoy it. I really have always, every time I've ever been behind the camera, I've always been immensely happy. Like if I'm behind a camera with a tripod, I'm immensely happy.
I would love to see some photos of your sunflowers and bees when you get them set up.
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. Well, I'm gonna make some videos. We're gonna have some fun videos. Get outside, make some fun stuff, do some fun things. So we'll definitely have some videos. But yeah, no, I would like to. I mean, I've been saying this forever, so I will make no promises. That I've been saying that I would make photography videos since 2012. And so zero promises, but someday it would be fun to take out like my grandpa's old medium format camera that he used to teach people with, and you know, go out and take some pictures with it. That'd be really fun. That could be a really fun video. Sometimes you see it and you're like, well, maybe not that, or maybe a little less here. So just kind of play around with it. You definitely, when you're doing something like this, the first pass is never the final pass. You'll always come back and say like, ooh, I'm going to tweak that. What I've learned is instead of get too overwhelmed with decisions and this and that, is just get the blocks down and then make the adjustments later. Like go in and make adjustments later. Don't get too caught up in it. Because when you're doing this, like if you just start overthinking it, you're never going to get anything done. So just get the blocks done, and then you can start seeing the mistakes you need to fix. And don't be afraid of the mistakes. The mistakes just mean that you actually did something, and you're smart enough to realize you made a mistake, and you're going to fix it. Scar, I think your mic is wrong. You sound bad in other Hermit's videos. Yeah, I do. That's actually really true. I don't know. I do sound absolutely awful in other Hermit's videos. But then people don't complain about my own videos, and then I'm like, what's going on?
Of terraforming, and I love it.
There we go. Scar's the Bob Ross of terraforming. I appreciate that. I love a good Bob Ross. So that looks nice. See how that adds that little bit of extra detail in there? I think that looks really nice. It makes it just have like a little extra pop. I like that. Just a little extra pop. And of course, on the edges, we can always like sand them off. And sometimes you have to decide, is this light or is this wear? And I kind of consider this to be a little bit more wear, like this. And then I think, well, okay, so if this is wear, what is being worn? And the second part is, so if this is the area that has the highest traffic being in the center of the road, is this being worn down to be lighter? Or is it being worn down to be darker? Because I think about the roads where I live and I'm like, okay, it gets these giant treads in it when people use chains when the snow happens. And is that where it gets the giant tread? Is it lighter in there or darker?
Manage a couple of silky chickens. They aren't very good egg layers, but they're very docile and make great.
Let's see. I was thinking about this the other day. You could definitely manage a couple silk chickens. They aren't very good leg layers, but they are docile and great pets. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely look that up. Thank you. Appreciate that. And thank you for the tip. Much appreciated. Very much appreciated. See, the thing is, I looked at a bunch of roads and pathways and stuff, and it's honestly, it's just the material. So a material might have a darker core that gets worn down, might have a lighter top and a darker core. So then you wear it down with like movement, traffic, right? And then you're going to get that darker core. And I've seen things that have like a darker layer, you know, and the opposite. And then you think, okay, well, if somebody's smoothing something over, it also depends on the material. It's like if it's metal, it often gets lighter the more it gets smoothed off. I don't know. You can go any way you want, but it's interesting to think of like different materials and how they either lighten and or darken. I actually looked at Disneyland for a little bit of that because obviously their pathways get quite worn, you know, the amount of traffic they get, the different colors and stuff like that. I can't tell if people don't know how to critique things or just really rude. Dude, I know. It's been like that all season. The start of this season, I don't know what it is lately, but some people just really, really want to be rude. And it's annoying.
It's a funny art joke, sobs, though for context, Warrior Cats is a book series about
It's a book series about morally questionable cats? I'm gonna have to look that up. That sounds great. That's cool. Yeah. Perhaps Scar needs to check his voice chat settings. My settings are exactly the same as everyone else. This has all been looked at. The whole internet has felt especially hostile lately. Absolutely. As somebody who is prominently on the internet, yes. A lot of people, and like I try to give people a little bit of grace. Like a lot of people are pretty like stressed as of late. So like I try to give. Sometimes people do just vent and they don't realize that they're kind of an ass. But so I try to give people a little bit of grace, but that grace is wearing off very fast. Like I try. Whoa, Scar said ass. But yeah, it's been like that. It's been like that for a little while. I being on the internet, I've seen a lot of ups and downs. I've seen a lot of ups and downs of the way that I don't know, people interact with each other, and we're currently in a phase of people just being so like everything is very critical. Like it's like anything that comes out, like if you see something like, I don't know, like a musician releases a song or a movie comes out or a TV show or whatever, like I think people prefer lately just to be as like they want to be critical. It feels like there's sometimes you see it and it's like none of this even makes any sense. It's not like good critical like thinking of like, okay, this could have been this way or that way. It's just like I'm here to just be angry and mad. And that's like that's a choice. You should never, I've said this a million times, like if something's stressing you in your life, you have to try so hard. It happens all the time, so you just have to ward against it in your own head, like, or realize it when it happens. But you cannot take your frustrations out on other people, especially people who have nothing to do with whatever the issue is you're having, like in your life, like something's like happening in your life and you just like take it out on somebody. Like that has happened to us all. It'll happen to us all again, but you always have to be a little bit cautious of it and be cognizant of it and catch it when it happens. Because it's not the right way to be. Roman, oh my god. This is such a great comment. It's like everyone on the internet is turned into a COD lobby. Oh god, that's such a great analogy. I was bored in the fires of the Call of Duty lobbies, so I quite understand that. At least the old lobbies of old. I don't know what they're like now. I just mute everybody because there was a time in Call of Duty when you couldn't mute anybody and you just had to take it. You had to take it, and the only way to get away from it is to take your headset off. And yeah, it's that is such a good analogy. Oh my god, everyone has turned into a COD lobby. That's such a good point. That's such a good point. COD lobbies are boring now. Everyone got banned. Oh, geez. Yeah, I grew such a thick skin through COD. Because, I mean, not to be too braggadocious, but not bad at Call of Duty, and my friends were far better. And we made the children cry. And they took it out on us so hard. Like, they would get... the amount of messages we would get, like, that would come... You know, you'd see, like, on the console, like, the messages start popping up after the round had ended. And I usually just replied, like, love you too, hun. And... especially if it was like some guy trying to be real manly. It's like, I'm a big, strong man. And then if somebody comes back at you and goes like, oh, no worries, honey, you'll get me next time. Oh, God. Those people, like, they would get so angry. Like you would get a paragraph or more of anger. And I lived for it. Like, I lived for it. Oh, I lived for it. I would kill them with uncomfortable kindness, and it would make them so upset. Like I said, I could hold my own in Call of Duty, but my friends, I mean, if they had made YouTube videos, they would have been very successful. Well, one of them did, but then, you know, anxiety can be a problem, and he got too much anxiety doing it, which is totally understandable. But yeah, we used to have so much fun. The funnest thing we ever did was for zombie lobbies. We would go in there and somebody would join, right? And we would be like, and welcome to zombie trivia. And we would make them answer trivia questions to ready up. Some people would have fun with it and, like, you know, chill with it and like answer the questions and have fun. And then some people would get, they didn't take it too well. They did not take it too well. I also, one time, this kid was being a little out of pocket. He was not being a good guy. He was saying some bad things. And I forgot who it was. It was, yeah, okay, I know who it was. Okay, so it was my other friend, and we pretended we were a third-party agency that protects people on like the PlayStation Network or Xbox or whatever it was. And so we were like, you know, we help enforce the rules here, and you know, you are saying some things that aren't very nice, and we're gonna need to speak to your mother. And he was like, you can't. And this was a young guy. Eventually we convinced him to put his mom on the mic, and we're like, you know, he's saying some things that I don't think you'd be proud of today, and you know, we don't want to ban him today, but we want him to learn. She's like, I'm gonna talk to him. I've heard some of the things he says through the wall, and you're 100% right. I don't want to see him get banned. I'm like, we don't want to ban him. We just want to see him be better. And she's like, I want him to be better too. And we're like, good, okay. I'm glad we were able to help you today. And we're gonna mark his account as this incident happened, but hey, we're gonna give him some grace, and I really appreciate that. He needs it. See, eventually COD gets boring, and you have to find some other fun within the fun, and that was one of them. That was probably our prize thing ever, that we got the mom on the mic. We tried it a few times. Obviously we tried this a lot and it failed, but that one time we got it. That one time we got the mom on the mic, and we were telling her about what he was saying, and she was like, I know, I heard it through the wall. Oh god, we had so much fun back in the day. Oh my god. Oh, it was fun. Oh, that was fun. Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, 2, that was a good one. Those were all good. Fun times. I heard him through the wall. When I got her to say I heard him through the wall, it was so... Oh god. That kid just needed, you know, he was a little out of pocket, you know? He's saying some stuff that I don't think his mother would be proud of. Oh God. So fun. That was so fun. Alrighty. You know who my favorite people to play COD were the Australians? Because the Australians, you know, if they were playing with us, they knew they had no good connection. So how do you make up having a bad connection and not being very good at the game with the connection that they had? Being funny, being hilarious. And like, dude, we collected Australians. My friend and I, we did collect people for different things. Like, we were kind of a core. We were good. We knew how each other played. So like, he was the slayer. I was objective guy. I could do some dirty things with bombs and sneaky stuff and stuff like that. And he could just mow down people. But we had people for entertainment, right? So we had our entertainment crew. So if we needed entertainment, we'd be like, let's get an Aussie in here. And so that was always fun. We were like, oh, we need a few jokers. We get an Australian in. We get one of our Australian pals. Oh, God. This is so funny. Gosh, look at how cool that looks, guys. Look at how cool that looks. Just enough little bit of definition in there. Looks real nice. Pearl has been alerted. Where's Pearl? I don't see Pearl. She's not on. Oh, wait, she is on. But she's not on this area. Scar, this makes you feel like some sort of mafia boss. Oh, God. My friend and I, we played like an obscene amount of Call of Duty. Like, we were a core, and then we had a lot of different people that we brought in for a lot of different things. Sometimes we need somebody like another Slayer, we need that, or we need some comedy in here. We had quite a friends list of people that we'd bring in. Everybody had a role in the end. I was objective guy. My friend was a Slayer. We had the comedy guy. We had somebody's younger brother who stood in the back of the map with Strela and kept the air safe for us. You know, he had a role. He had a role, an important role. It was good times. It was good times. I enjoy those. We weren't really playing for the gameplay. Was the gameplay all that exciting in Call of Duty? Not really. But the fun of like hanging out and just being silly with people was what was like the true fun of it all. Hey, and we gave him a role. We gave the younger sibling of that guy a role. And like, if I was the younger person, I would have been just as happy as he was being Strela guy or care package guy. But yeah, it's and I'll say this. I still have it. I still have the ability to play those games. I was kind of worried for a while. Ah! Hello.
I've been standing here for a hot second now.
You've been standing here the whole time.
At least for a little bit.
You just been watching. You just been watching me do this.
I'm just watching an old man get his hands dirty.
Not an old man.
Look, have you looked at your face recently?
Oh yeah. Skid says that my mustache looks like a piece of poop. It doesn't look like a piece of poop at all. I don't know what kind of poop he's pooping, but this doesn't look like a piece of poop. Don't give me a little.
He's stretching. He's straight. I gotta try to give Skiz, you know, a little bit of the imagination. All right. I'm not just gonna willingly just agree just like that. You know, it's like a little white worm, but it's not a piece of poo.
Thank you. Man, if somebody's pooping white, I feel like you might got a problem down there.
Well, it's usually birds. I don't think he said anything about human poo. If it was human, then
no, it was human poo.
About that. He was saying human?
Well, I mean, he referred to it as a piece of poop, so I just assumed it was human.
Skiz is gonna get checked out.
Yeah, I'm worried about him.
So, when are we playing COD?
Yeah, when are we playing Call of Duty? You know, the Battlefield game came out and we didn't play. Nope, we were supposed to get Skiz and Impulse and you and me, and we were supposed to play. We didn't. Then Call of Duty came out. We still didn't.
Wasn't this supposed to happen last Christmas?
Yes.
Like, not even the one that just went, like the one before that. Or is it just the one that just went?
Yes, exactly.
just yes, it could have been both. Who knows at this point?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we're not following through. We're not following through. You know, Skiz and Impulse are always talking up their great skills in a helicopter, and I wanted to see these helicopter skills. But we didn't do it.
I swear, I remember messaging someone at some point asking about that, if we were gonna play. And then I don't know what happened.
I'm
But I
always
did
down.
message. You're always down.
I'm always down to play. I'm always down to play. I like what I love about those games isn't so much like the gameplay. It's always just a fun hangout. Like that's what's always so much fun about those types of games. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Did
Well, we need to just do more chill, just hang out things in general. So much fun.
Disneyland.
Hey, you know I'm always.
You're the
advocating
only
for that.
person.
I suggested we go to that one in Anaheim when we were in San Diego. We were right there.
I know
It's
you're
just a
the
short
only one,
drive.
Pearl. You're the only one.
Oh, it would have been so good. We were right there,
I know.
right next to both the parks.
I know. Dude, why don't they ever put TwitchCon at the Anaheim Convention Center? That's a great place.
It's a good question. Well, probably because the San Diego one is just probably. I think it's better. Isn't it known to be one of the better convention halls in America? It's like super famous and stuff.
Yeah, it's famous. Like that's where like Comic-Con is and stuff like that. It's a really great location. I'm gonna throw some shade at my old stomping grounds, like the San Jose Convention Center for the 2018 TwitchCon. That was rough.
Hey, I've been to San Jose.
I mean, it's not a lot. There's not a lot going on there, but a lot of like sweaty tech guys. And
it does look like it's just really big roads and a bunch of warehouses and businesses.
Yeah. Either you get like the super hipsters that are kind of like running the sweaty programmers, and that's about it. That's all you got. There's not a lot going on there. It's not a lot going on. Not a lot happening.
Yeah. It's interesting. I had like one day to walk around on when I was there last, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go explore San Jose. And apparently I chose the absolute worst day because everything was closed. I'm just like, right, I'm gonna go to this old like history museum thing that they had where you could walk around and go through all the buildings, and I was so excited. Even the Uber guy dropped me off there, none the wiser. And it's just closed. Closed. Everything else that I went to was closed. So that I did an impromptu trip up to San Francisco, which was honestly the best decision I'd made. But still.
Yeah, probably a lot more fun.
Well, that would be the thing is I'd gone up to San Fran already on that trip. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go back up there again. But I didn't do a very good job the first time. So the second time was fine.
Where did you go in San Francisco?
I walked from San Fran Station, like all the way down to that big like art thing. It's like really huge in scale. What is it called? Some kind of art gallery. Big.
The
kind of
Dome?
like dome.
Oh, the Dome.
What?
Oh, is that like the Science Museum? I actually never went to it when it was renovated.
No, well, there is a little like there's a white dome thing, which I think is the Science Museum, but then there's like the big art gallery thing where people can perform. I believe. And it's like
the
huge.
Presidio?
Maybe.
Well, the Presidio, I guess, is more of like a district. Is it the what's it called? It was in the Rock. I went to a wedding there. The Palace of Fine Arts.
Yeah, I think that Palace of Fine Arts. That was such a good place.
Yeah,
I
it's a
loved
cool
that
place.
so much. I felt so small there. But yeah, I walked up to there and then I did a little like I went to the little squiggly street that's really steep with all the houses and this famous.
Pearl, I freaking lived there and I never went there. I've never seen that in my life.
What? I had to see it. It was in Grand Theft Auto, so I had to see it in real life.
Man,
that's the reason why I went there. I was like, I have to look at that. I have to compare it. And then I went and saw the bridge, of course, as well. I didn't get on the bridge, but I
Which bridge?
went down to the big red one.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I went and saw.
There's a lot of bridges, actually, a lot of cool ones. Like the Bay Bridge is not maybe not as famous as the Golden Gate, but it's still a cool bridge. It's just it's a cool bridge, good bridge.
Yeah. It's a good bridge.
It's a good bridge.
I think I saw Alcatraz from a distance, like when I was walking to that squiggly street. Oh yeah, Lombardi Street.
Never.
When I was walking to Lombardi, I saw Alcatraz like on the way.
You know how much I've wanted to go to Alcatraz, and all my dumb, stupid, idiotic brothers got to go, and I didn't get to go.
Hey Scott, well if I ever go back, you want to go to Alcatraz?
Yes, I want to freaking go to Alcatraz.
All right, noted. I don't know if I ever end up back there again.
Yeah,
but
if we go back, we're going to
we'll go to
Alcatraz. We're going to
Okay.
freaking Alcatraz. It's the time tested thing. If you live somewhere, you never do the touristy things.
How did you miss all this stuff though? But like, I don't know, dude. They're really iconic. How do you not do them?
I mean, I've done some stuff. Like I love the Diong. To be honest, I spent a lot of time at UCSF, so that was mainly where I was at.
Oh, okay.
But like the Disney Family Museum's really fun. I actually went back there after leaving California because it wasn't.
Ow.
It had got built after I left California, but that's a really fun museum. They did such a good job with that. It's not run by Disney.
Ooh,
it's run by the family. Like it's a good job. They did a great job on it.
Hey, real quick before we ramble, you mind sticking down that ender chest and I can sleep?
I got a bed over here, Pearl. I got a bed over here.
Oh, okay.
I got a bed over here.
I gotta sleep.
I got it. I'm in.
Oh, nice. Look at that old man sleeping. Oh, Grian got it. You're good.
Thank you, Grian.
Thank you, Grian.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what other fun things are. And what's one of my favorite places ever is I have a photo of it in the other room, and it's on the east side, so it's in Oakland, and it's looking out towards the bay, so you can see San Francisco, you can see the Golden Gate, you can see
like with the seals and stuff.
Oh, it's way up in the hill. What is that called? I feel like there's like a grizzly involved. Grizzly Peak? Or is that Disney? Is that a Disney thing? I think that might be a Disney thing. What is that? I have so many photos of this. So it's basically up on a giant hill. It overlooks the bay. And so you have like Oakland down here. You've got Emeryville. You can see over to Marin County. You can see.
Do you have to go across the bridge, or is
what is that called?
The original bit.
Is it Grizzly Peak, or am I it's called Grizzly Peak? Okay, because there's also Grizzly Peak at California Adventure, so I wasn't sure if Is it over in Berkeley? Do you cross the border into Berkeley there? Dude, my uncle almost created so they had a giant fire once in Berkeley and Oakland, and it like burnt down all the hills. My uncle almost caused an equal fire once. You know, and sometimes you have a barbecue and you heat it all the way up to kind of burn off all the charcoal.
Well, I don't barbecue all that often, to be honest with you. That's Khan's thing.
Okay, I was gonna say if there wasn't any barbecuing going on, I would be like, what is happening in Australia?
No, it was either when I was living at home, it was my dad, and now here I have a barbecue, but Khan loves to do the barbecue.
Excuse me.
That's why, like, what?
Excuse me, you're Australian. Call it the Barbie.
Well, I'm sorry. I was just trying to appeal to your American nature to make it easier.
And I'm over here looking forward to some Australianness.
All right, sorry, Bobby.
Thank you. Jeez.
You're welcome. But yeah, Khan was always doing the barbie.
Okay, I'm just glad there is some Barbieing going on. Okay, good.
Oh, there is. Well, I mean, my Barbie's a bit dusty right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I just got my decking done.
You did. You got it done.
Yeah, hoping to get some Barbies happening soon.
Nice. I want to see a picture of it because it seems like this has been a long time coming getting that done.
Yeah, well, I gotta do some landscaping first. I gotta plant my garden.
Ooh, what kind of garden? Hello, Xisuma.
Yeah, just a nice green one.
Hey,
Hi, Xisuma.
How's it going, guys?
What is that?
Yeah,
armor?
all right now.
Armor?
I just feel it retextured.
Remember, I used to be a copper golem.
I was like, what is that? That's so cool. Was that Grian who said at the beginning of this season that armor? He had such a crazy idea. It was like the copper pickaxe should be more powerful at its like copper stage, but instead of like mining like stone and how that degrades the tools, it degrades only by time, and as it degrades it gets less functional, like it becomes worse of a pick. I thought that was like a cool idea for the copper than just the standard like you mine something, it slowly degrades. But his was like over time it just gets worse. I thought it was cool.
Oxidizing.
Yeah, as it oxidizes it gets worse. I thought that was a cool idea.
I love that idea. If only copper isn't that great to use to begin with. Sorry, Zero.
But maybe it's better, right? I think he said like the copper is like a good
Offense
tool when you
taken.
start with, and then it gets worse. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I thought it was a cool idea.
Yeah, maybe. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
There's a really cool sightline here, by the way. I'm sure it's intentional, but as I wandered over this path, I was just looking at Wells's build and just thinking, this is beautiful.
Oh, you saw it
Look
too!
at that, so
Oh, I'm
cool.
so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put the trait and the pathway lined up like this to create like a cool.
Yes, with the tree.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, look. Oh, look at that, Pearl. See, he knows what he's doing.
He's
It is beautiful. I saw it in your stream the other day.
yeah.
It's very cool.
I just need to add the pink petals on the ground and then it'll be all set. Because if this thing's leaking pink, it's got to land somewhere,
That's true. That's true. Details, they count. They matter.
Yeah, Wells' base is so cool, and like having that like arch around it, I just think that looks cool. Just trying to like enhance stuff with the paths.
He chucked that up so quick. Like it just appeared one day.
Yeah. It's amazing.
And it's great. I get the best view of it.
Nice.
Yeah, you're right nearby.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
what's
Oh,
going on
that's
on
right
that
across.
side over there? I haven't been over there for a while.
Well, I was gonna make my training tower today.
Ooh.
Had a setback.
Oh no. I hope
But
that
it's
was
okay now.
recorded. I hope that was recorded. There's got to be some fun there. Come on, bro. There's got to be some laughs. There's got to be some laughs.
Laughs! Go laugh at the 2 extra hours on top.
I'm just so used to it that this is just easy for me to laugh at, but I could imagine it being frustrating. And then
So
what Joe's
stupid,
over there,
dude.
he's got the studio. Cleo's got the archaeology dig. And then well, Ren's still on vacation, so I've seen what he's done. But anything else happening on that side?
I think you pretty much got it covered.
Yeah.
But I will make the training tower soon. Like I'm intending over the next day. I was just collecting resources when stuff happened. So I intend to build it today, basically.
I'm
See something
sorry.
pop up. That's why. It's fine. Genuinely, it was the most stupidest reason too. I was at the XP farm, just fixing my tools, wasn't recording. I was like, right, let me fix it. I've just been digging sand, need to fix my hoe, all that kind of good stuff. And I started walking away and I was just doing a little, oh, look, let's see how many bowls I'm leaving behind. And my coordination, my lack of coordination, I just jumped right off the edge of the bridge. Just that's it.
Into the
Jumped off
void.
the edge. Yep. Just like that.
Oh, that would make me rage quit for some time, Pearl.
Dude, I
For some
would
time.
have if not for
I'm
a certain
amazed you're
amazing
back
hermit on
already.
the server.
Oh.
Grian's amazing. Let's just say that.
I'm just saying. I hope this
So.
showed up. I hope this shows up in the video.
Well, like I said, I obviously started recording after we were trying to do things.
Yeah.
Attempts were made. I logged off as soon as I geared myself off, so we were trying to get it
Ah.
sorted. So yeah, I was recording bits afterwards, but I don't have anything from when I actually fell.
You fell off. I
in-
got it. Someday I'd like
Did
to.
you get a flashback? Got flashback
No, I wasn't
running?
recording. No.
I have it
now turned
record
on
by
auto
default.
Flashback.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do now, but
Just in case.
I don't usually, because otherwise it just clogs up my recordings, and I've got to sort through everything. And I'm trying
Yeah.
to do time lapses, so yeah, I usually turn it off.
What about that thing that that fancy thing Impulse has on OBS, where if something happens, it always keeps like a 5-minute or so recording in the background, and if you hit the button and you do the dance or whatever,
Oh yeah, the buffer.
yeah, I
I
never.
can show you the buffer.
I gotta get the buffer.
There's
I need a
problem is
buffer.
that I have an ultra wide, so and when I'm just doing resources and building, I full screen my Minecraft basically, and when
Full
I'm recording,
immersion.
that's when I size it down. So I thought it would be really long.
What happens
basically
when
in
you jump
OBS.
between full screen and normal?
Well, I'm constantly playing in windowed mode, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so
It's
like what
just-
happens to the capture? Does it disappear or does it have an issue?
No, it just basically cuts off edges because it's too big to fit
I
OBS's
think it'd be
resolution.
worth getting the buffer going, because just in case something happens, you just press the button and it gets the last 5 minutes into a video clip for you. You know?
Well, it would be great if it's centered in the middle of Minecraft, but it focuses on the left side completely. So it's like
so
it's
when
pushed
you
Interesting.
over.
switch, it gets pushed. Yeah, you'll have to figure that one out first, I guess. Then.
Yeah. Well, ideally, I just don't die.
Yeah,
Would
or
be a
that.
good idea.
Don't die
you
is
know?
another good strat.
Is that
Yeah.
possible?
Stop it. Look, I'm good at everything else. Apparently, me and
I saw-
falling don't work well together. It's a very
Scott-
dysfunctional marriage.
Scott, you jumped off the left of my screen, and then I like looked, and there was just like some items on the ground, like where you jumped, and I was like, "Is that Scar's remains?"
Hey,
What
that's a
just
good
happened?
ender chest. What's going on down there?
Yeah, don't throw away an ender chest, man. Goodness.
Yeah, what the
Goodness.
heck? Why'd I throw an ender chest away?
They have a lot of items inside, you know. Don't want to throw those
Yeah,
away.
no, of course. That's don't try to trick me. I still have PTSD from Mumbo's April Fool's joke from 2012 with ender chest. I still to this day will never let that go. I believed it. I set up the whole contraption and hoping that was gonna work. Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he got you good.
He did get me good. Oh, so Xisuma, what do you have planned for your stream?
I'm kind of like doing some resource gathering. Actually, you reminded me. Do either of you know a good place to get glow ink or know a shop or a
Sadly
supply?
not.
Yikes!
No,
The ocean?
unfortunately. I need them for my fire
That is
trucks,
a good.
and I've
That
just
is a good
been.
shout.
Because I had to too, Xisuma. I had to go. I traveled like hundreds and hundreds of blocks just flying over looking for them, and I think I found like 4. Like I think I got 4 ink
In
sacks.
the ocean?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you could try lush caves. You know how they're always you always seem to find them in the little waterfalls that appear in those places. You might have some
Yes.
that are just trying to drown or
That
suffocate.
was
so-
my original destination, but now I'm thinking if I go to the desert, I can do the old trick where you fly up into the sky and drop back down again. So I can probably get some that way.
Chat says
Hmm.
XB has some
Basically-
caves.
Oh,
That maybe he has
Speaking
like some kind of watery ravine under his base. Maybe that has a good amount.
I could head there if it doesn't work out. Yeah,
Yeah, take a peek over there maybe.
but
No, we
here's
haven't
what I'm
got any
working on. Right,
shops at this
I've
stuff.
been every minute I've been working on getting my bundle store together, and like it's down to the wire. I'll be able to get my episode out tomorrow. But I just need a few more things. Slow ink is one of them. But I wanted to let you both know when it's open, please come by and visit. You will get a free bundle of goodies. It's
Ooh.
technically not a shop. It's just you get something for free.
I love free.
And there's a little air quotes tutorial to like teach you about bundles. So I
Ooh,
tried
we
to
love
create an
free junk.
experience rather than a shop, Scar.
I like it. I like
Which
it.
I know.
I'm not much
I
of a
know that's what you're
bundler,
going for.
so maybe you'll teach me the ways of the bundle.
Yes. I will
Bundles
teach you
are
the
great.
ways.
You a
I've
bundler
always
too,
got one on
Pearl?
my person
Oh.
now. Oh yeah, all these
Oh.
random little tidbits and stuff I'll stick in a bundle. It's fantastic.
I just can't get into the bundles, but maybe I need to get into the bundles. Maybe this is my
You
way of
needed
getting
to
into the
get
bundles.
them.
Well, that is the goal of my store is that you will come visit and you'll become a bundler.
I'd want to become a bundler.
I feel like bundles are best experienced in like the very beginning at the start, and then you won't go back
Yeah.
once you
Yes,
realize how good they are
yes.
at the start. So I mean, if you can manage to get into them now, fair play to you.
Well, I do need to use
Wish you the
bundles
best.
because I got a great idea in my not my second to last stream for my moss shop that I'm going to use bundles for. And
Oh, here they come.
What's in your inventory right now, Scar? By the way, and
What-
a quick question.
what's in my inventory?
Yeah.
Oh, got some bath salts.
Oh, it's
got
all
some
happening.
cobble
It's
slate,
all happening.
some
The
deep slate
phantoms are here.
tiles, some fireworks, some oak slabs.
Okay, you see, so I'm just seeing your inventory right now.
Couple
You could
granite.
put that granite, that oak wood, the ender chest, the slabbies you got going on there, the grass blocks. You could fit all those in one bundle.
I could put it
Save
in.
so
I
much
could put it
space.
in this other bundle.
You can put a
I'm not
bundle in your bundle.
Stop it. Stop. I don't want your junk.
Oh my gosh, look at that, Pearl. There's a freaking snowman over there. It's huge. Wow, crazy. Oh my god.
Wow, I'm
What?
looking at it.
What?
What an amazing snowman. He's quite bold, too.
I'm not a snowman.
Really? You got snow on your face.
I guess I do. Man, this
Hey, at least
place
I'm not
is
saying it's a piece of poop.
absolutely dangerous.
Yeah, you should probably light it up.
Oh, there's creepers everywhere. All right, Zoom. I gotta go find the stream torches for you, Zoom. I gotta find the stream torches.
Oh, there's stream torches today. Okay.
Here, hold on. I gotta find it. What are we gonna do for the The item in the bag. Item in the bag. Item in the bag. What did we do today? What did we do today? We deep slated. I remember where it was, guys. Look at that. And the book. Wonderful. And we did a lot of deep slating. I feel like this is an underutilized block in Minecraft, I'll be honest with you. I think this is not used as much as it should. It is a cool block. All right, where's Zoom Zoom? Zoom Zoom. Oh, there he is. Alrighty, where is Zoom Zoom? Zoom Zoom.
I'm below you. I'm in
It's
the tunnel.
graffiti, right? It's a graffiti tunnel.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
Right. It's like edgy graffiti.
Yeah, look at the
Yeah.
silly boy.
Hang on,
Look
hang
at
on.
silly boy over here.
He's painting over Dennis.
Somebody
that
put a
silly?
sign over his eye. It's so funny. Oh, whoa, what's that?
Hang on one sec.
Oh, I don't know how to do
How's
these
it-
things. Like B-dubs and
Oh.
everybody can, and Cub, like, does cool stuff with those symbols. Like, I don't know how to do that.
There you go.
Whoa,
it's
dude, that's
actually
amazing.
Yeah, it's actually a mod that like lets you type with fonts that will spread over multiple lines. You get it? No.
Yeah, I'm kind of blown away. That's really cool.
Yeah, I was about to do this for a lot of signs, and I thought, let's make this easy. I'll do a little
Pearl.
search and find someone would have done something useful. I wasn't thinking a mod, but someone made a mod for it.
That's
We got emojis here.
that's so cool.
Yeah,
That's the
but
fire one.
Fire. Yeah.
What about the poop emoji? Does that translate?
Oh, I love a good poop emoji.
What is with hermits
Flip it.
and poop?
I can't get the poop emoji to
Specifically
go
you,
in.
Scar.
Pearl, we
I
all
love hearing
poop.
You're doing poop. You're very
Poop is
focused on
normal.
poop.
We're normalizing poop, Pearl.
Okay, but you talk about it more than I talk about feet and ankles. That's saying
Are
something.
you a big feet person, Pearl? I never heard you talk about feet or ankles, and I don't know if I talk about poop all that much. What's
All right,
wrong?
that is a sign of poop. I filled it
No,
up.
I'm not a feet and ankles person.
I mean, you're the one who
It's a
brought it up.
reference. I know, because it should be saying something about your poop fascination. We're gonna
Yeah,
sign
I
a
mean,
piece of
everybody's
poop.
got their thing. Okay, what do we got over here? Oh, dude, that's so cool. Look at all the poops. Look at all the poops.
Oh, that's really stinky, dude.
If you have any
Think
other
of
things you want to
janitor.
do with your fancy mod, Xisuma, like, feel free. Like, the signs are kind of boring because they don't really have anything on them.
You should install the mod. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah. Oh, hey, quick question. Yes. The mod you mentioned one time, it was like a carousel of models. Did that get updated?
Yeah, I can send you that one as well.
Sweet. Yeah, that's easy. I have like a note of like model names and then I lost it. And it was a whole thing. But I have a bundle for you, Xisuma. A bundle of joy. And I have a book of
Wonderful.
some kind where people read and type things into.
I'm currently sending you that those mods. So just give me a second here.
Oh, awesome.
I got so many mods. I can't remember the names of them now. There it is. Right.
Cub said we should
Send me
make a
those.
secret door through here, like to a secret shop, like through the
Oh,
painting.
definitely.
Oh,
That's what
Guys, what
paintings
should I
are made
texture
for,
my
right?
wings as?
Ooh.
just the normal like Minecraft texture.
But like, if I was a firefighter and wanted just some cooler wings, you know, what would I texture
Cup,
them as?
sorry, Scott. I think you're
Oh, I know
supposed
what
to
you
write
could
what
do.
you did.
Mm.
Oh, whoops.
What was I supposed to
I seem
do?
to have forgotten how to use this. Okay, so you put a memento in the bundle.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to put a glow ink sack in there since that's going to be one of our goals.
Nice.
Did you fill out your journal?
I do
entry?
not write on stream, Xisuma.
Okay.
My guy just talks it. He doesn't write it. He talks it. He speaks it. It's poetry.
I don't
you
know, bro. You know how like a turnout coat, so like it might on the back have like the abbreviations for their fire department. Maybe there's something like on with a cape you could do like
Yeah.
that. Maybe I don't know. My voice is gone. Oh dear.
Possibly. Okay.
Like you say, like
I've
I
got
don't
some
know, like
suggestions for fire too. which would be
FDHC or
kinda
whatever
cool.
could be written on the back with like reflective colors.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. That's an idea. That's an idea. My voice is gone. Oh, okay. Well, Xisuma, I hope you have a great stream.
He's turned into the old
I'm
man.
gonna say
Dang,
goodbye to
man,
chat.
You sound like
and I'm gonna raid
You
you.
sound rough over there. Thank you.
It comes and goes.
All right, Scar. I'll see you around.
See you later.
See you around as well,
Oh
pal.
my
I'm gonna
god, my
go
voice
search
just
for
cracked.
Squid.
What is happening? I hate this so much. I hate so much the things that my voice chooses to be these days. It's coming back. Now it's back again. It's back. Winnie T. Ford. Oh, it is so good to see you. Winnie, it is so good to see you. Sorry, my voice is like really messed up. I hope you are doing wonderful. And like I said, it is so good to see you. Thank you for the 94-month resubscription. And that is so generous of you. And I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, that's, I don't know, it's really good to see you. Like, it's, I don't know, when I see 94 months and somebody who's been with us for a long, long time. And yeah, I hope you're doing well. Well, guys, my voice has come back, but it is time to say goodbye. We are off now to raid Xisuma. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. And I'm so glad our path is now connected up to Wells. So Wells is now connected and we started our texturing, which we'll continue on as we go. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great week. And go and say hello to Sir Xisuma. And I hope you guys, like I said, have a great day. So say hi to Xisuma for me. And we'll see you later. Goodbye. But now the time ticks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Xisuma raiding time. Nailed it. Great timing.